One of the things that absolutely, totally jazzed us about Costa Rica was the weather. Now, Fran and I were both born and raised in Miami, Florida. So we're used to the tropical conditions. In fact, when we moved out of Florida, one of the reasons why we left there was because we were bored with the weather. But if you think moving to Costa Rica is going to be the same as living in South Florida, you couldn't be any farther from the truth. One of the things that really entices us about living in Costa Rica is that there are different microclimates throughout the entire country. When you fly into Costa Rica, you're flying in most cases, to the city of Alajuela, which is just outside of San Jose. Alajuela is a couple of thousand feet high in the hills surrounding the area, and as you move out and you go west towards the coast, you're going through an area called the Central Valley that is loaded with all different kinds of climate conditions. You're going to find temperatures that will range anywhere from 50-degree nights to 72 to 78-degree days. There is going to be a rainy season and there's going to be a dry season, each one about 6 months apart. But as we found, as we were driving throughout the Central Valley, we would be in one area, drive around the mountains a little bit, and wind up on another side of the mountain, and all of a sudden, the humidity has dropped by a factor of maybe 10%. The temperature has gone up a couple of degrees, and all we did was drive maybe a mile or two away and change some altitude. The old saying, if you don't like the weather, move. Well, that's kind of looked upon as a joke, but not necessarily in Costa Rica, because there are places that you can live that may very well be cloud shrouded most of the time. You're up about 4,000, 5,000 feet in the mountains. It's kind of like gray skies all the time and pretty well foggy. I kind of like the more temperate conditions. I love cooler nights. I love the temperate daytime temperatures, anything from 80 and below. So living in that kind of an environment in the Central Valley is what both Fran and I like. We could opt to go ahead and live over on the beach. There's incredible towns over there. Jaco, Quepos, Tamarindo. Simply gorgeous. But keep in mind that you're going to find the humidity factors are going to be a little bit higher, and the temperature factors are going to be even higher than that. So if you don't mind hot, humid weather, and frankly, I think that's great if you want to go to the beach for the weekend or something, to go ahead and live in that environment, that to me takes me back to my days in Miami, and frankly, I'm not up for that, and neither is Fran.